Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. I love that you're here and I hope you enjoyed. For this podcast, my guests are Ankita, and she's all about, quote, my boss is stressing me out, and Carla, I recently lost my job. There's so much good in this podcast. I'm so glad you're here. And Shannon, does prayer make a difference? So, welcome to the podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Still Loving What Is by Some Grace. Welcome to the work. Oh, I just love looking at your faces and hearing that music, part of something beautiful, and just looking at you for just to find one thing that's not. Just one thing that is not beautiful. And now I'm thinking of my grandchildren. I see them in my mind's eye, and my children, and my children's spouses, my dear added family, and I'm still looking for one thing that is not beautiful. And I look at our politics. I look at current events. And I cannot see anything less than beautiful. How is that possible? I hear the news. I hear the fear. How's that possible? Those of you new today to the work is a way to identify and question the thoughts that run in you, not the rest of the world. The thoughts that run in you that are anything less than beautiful. That doesn't mean Pollyanna, dun, 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 positive thinking. That's no. Real deal within you, your world, your inner world that dictates your outward world when you're under the trance of your inner world. Opening your mind. You want a safe place? Open your mind. Move your thoughts from head to paper and quarry them. Question them with all the authenticity in you. Your ego will say, oh, this is the right answer, that's the wrong. That would not be this work. Guessing is not this work. You want to be free? Oh, good. No one can give you that but you. Freedom from fear, no one can give you that. No safe place can give you that. Seems like it, feels like it, and then boom, break your leg, need a surgery, one of your children or someone you love is hurt. So self-inquiry leaves me with, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? Not reasons to suffer and reasons to suffer and reasons and suffer. There are plenty of those out there. Self-inquiry. Any questions? Ankita.
Hey, hi, Katie.
Hi, honey.
Yes.
So good to see you.
Actually,
Thank you for popping in.
thank you. Yeah. So actually, I have two stressful thoughts I have noted down. So, first one is like the stringent work timelines, and my boss is just stressing me out. Okay,
Your boss
okay.
is stressing you out.
Yes, and work timelines, stringent work timelines, and my boss are stressing me out.
Okay. So, what is the time and place that you anchor in when you think the thought your boss is stressing you out?
Uh, like past when he has uh, done that, and future that he will do it again,
Okay.
because he always
No,
repeats.
but where are you sitting? Are you facing him? Are you in an office? Are you on the phone? Are you in an email? Where are you?
I am in front of my laptop,
And you're on
and whenever
Zoom? You're on Zoom? You're face to face?
no, on
Okay.
audio.
You're on audio. Okay. So, what is your boss saying that is stressing you out, for example?
Uh, like you work 12 hours every day and give more output, and work on weekends as well to get promotion, and he assigns me tasks that are in line to which require stretched efforts.
So the job he's expecting you to work on is very complicated and difficult.
Yes,
Yeah, and he wants you to work on weekends, 12 hours a day. He expects you to get that job done. Okay,
yes,
so you're on the phone with him, not phone. You're on computer and you're hearing his voice. Okay, so your boss is stressing you out, and I invite you all to anchor in that same situation. Your boss is stressing you out. Listen to everything he's saying. Your boss is stressing you out. Is it true?
yes,
Okay, so continue to be on the computer, hear his voice, listen to his words. It is your boss. That's your boss stressing you out. Notice how you react when you believe the thought. Notice you're emotional. Notice what it feels like to be all stressed out. Notice your chest, your heart. Maybe your heart's beating more quickly. Maybe your neck is stiff. Notice how you react, what happens when you think the thought, my boss is stressing me out, as you listen to his voice. Get in touch with your physical, your shoulder.
yes. I feel heart palpitations and acidity, heartburn, and stomach tightness.
Anything else physically? This is like a
No, a lot of
body scan.
acidity.
All of you, this is like a body scan. This work is it's an exercise in stillness and witnessing. Like, how do I react? What happens when I believe the thought? And I just get in touch with this. Does my neck get stiff? Do does it my
Muscle pain. Yes,
Go ahead.
muscle pain, shoulders aching. Yes, a lot of acidity. Yes.
Notice your thighs, your toes. Are they reacting?
Sweaty palms. And yes, sweaty palms.
Okay, and those of you new to the work, there is a reason for that. How you react when you believe the thought, look at those images. As you listen to your boss, get in touch with those images that were running in your head of past and future. And you're thinking of that vacation, that promotion, and you're hearing him, and you're hearing what you imagine to be almost impossible.
I think of spending time with family, but um, I see image of myself working and my family waiting for me uh, to spend time with me, and I'm still working. Uh,
So you see that in the
I s-
future.
yes. Uh, Also, I see myself getting anxious, like I fear itself. Like uh, I'm seeing myself in very stressed out uh, zone because of work. I'm stressed out. That kind of image I'm able to see.
Yeah. Okay. In the past, what's happened before, you have to work, and your family goes, where is she? She's always working.
Mm.
They're sharing their time and meals together, and you're in there working in the past.
Yes, and in past also feeling very stressed out because of work, and again seeing that in future that it will happen again.
Yeah. So those images of past, future, as you sit there listening to his words and hearing his voice. Okay,
Yes.
so stay there. You've just seen the cause of your physical sufferings, the images you're witnessing in your head.
Mm.
It's like the ego's life depends on it. That is me in the past. That really happened. That is me in the future. That's really going to happen. You see that movie? That's
Yes.
attachment. And as you witness that, all of the stress you're experiencing, is it because of your boss's words? Or is it because of what you're thinking and believing about his words?
uh,
Telling you
Definitely.
clearly.
Because of what I'm thinking about his words, but that was real me who was working and who felt very anxious and whose health got affected because of work in past. So that was real me. uh, so this will again happen in future. So it feels that that was me, the image that I'm seeing, that I am that person in the past and in future.
Now, can you be that person in your head? Would your body fit into your head? Is that you or is that imagination? Is that
It
ego?
is imagined me.
Yeah, because you can't, your body can't fit into your head.
Mm, yes.
Your boss is, and your life is not in the past or future, it's present.
Okay.
Now, look around,
Mm-hmm.
be there now,
Mm-hmm.
listening to your boss's words without those images running in your head and simply hear his words.
Mm,
Get present without a past and future on his words. Who would you be without the thought, my boss is stressing me out? Just listen without the images, because no one is going to make you, no boss is going to make you do anything. You do it for a reason. So just drop everything, listen to his words without the thought, he's stressing me out. Everyone, this is clear thinking. This is clear thinking. The boss is not ever the enemy or the problem. What we're believing about ourselves, those images, and what we're believing about our boss, those images, cannot be the problem in that situation. So continue, listen to his words without the thought, he's stressing me out.
Without the images, I would be fine.
So put it in present tense.
But
Without the images, I'm fine.
without the images, I am fine.
All of you stay anchored in the situation when you're doing this work. Listen clearly to his words without the images. Get present without the thought, he is stressing me out.
But it happens so quickly. Whenever he speaks, I will just start feeling anxious, and I would get into that thinking, ruminating.
The ego's life depends on it. See those images of you in the past future? Is that you, or are you the one sitting in a chair? Get real. Come home.
I am the one sitting in the chair.
Yeah. So
Yes.
just thank the images for sharing and listen to your boss. What is it that you're afraid you will not get if you don't get this assignment accomplished? What was it? A promotion? What was it? A vacation? What was it?
He said that if I don't meet the timelines, he can like fire me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so now you're listening. Now you're listening. Without, he, if I don't get this done, he's going to fire me. And so I see the images of the past, the ego's going to grab that and run. Images of the future, and ego's going to grab that and run. But what I love about the ego is it's obvious. All you need to know, is that you in the future, is that you in the past, or is that you in the present, listening to your boss?
I in the present listening to my boss.
Yeah, and in a really deep trance. Now, is that your boss's fault? No. It's what you're thinking and believing. You're being egoed,
Hmm.
tranced, put to sleep, asleep to reality, asleep to the present.
Yeah, because he does this to every employee, but my colleagues are not stressed out or they won't get panic attacks as I do after
As far as you
talking to
know,
him.
as far as you know,
Oh, okay.
my boss is stressing me out. Again, who would you be without the thought as you listen to your boss? Listen to him carefully. and measure approximately what can you do and what is it you think you cannot do, time-wise, in what he is requiring of you.
I can mm, be focused on the work in my hand and try to complete whatever I can,
Yeah,
and also leave office in time and complete whatever I can within that time.
yes.
I will also have that images that he is scolding me that okay, you didn't wait yesterday till late night in office, you went home. So I will see those images also. Even if he has not done that, I will.
Yeah, he says, you went home, you went home, you didn't stay late last night. You can say, that's, it's true, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how you keep an eye on all of us. It's very helpful. As a result, I get a lot done when I'm here. I try hard. I take these deadlines seriously. And you're very clear about that, boss. It's great guidance that pushes me. And you don't ever have to use my words. Just, he says, you stayed, you left, you didn't stay late yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's so. And I got a lot done.
Mm.
I mean, that's just true.
Mm. Yes.
When we're free, it's amazing. Our mind kicks,
Yes.
our mind kicks in to things that if I didn't know the difference between reality, what is said, and what is going on in the moment, if I weren't by some grace anchored in that and not the superfluous, not now past, not now future, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. There's no fear in it. There's
Mm.
clarity. And it maybe doesn't measure up to his standards. So do you want to work in the wrong place or the right place? So that could be the wrong place for you. And this is such great information. Why do we get still? There's some reality there, as close as we can ever get to it. In my world, it's heaven. I've got the right job. I've got the right, as I'm on my hands and knees picking up spills on the floor, I'm in the right place.
Mm. So I think that I might be also thinking and believing something else when I am actually working. That is stressing me out, and not the actual timelines. Uh, I see images like I have not completed. I have got fired from my job. I am a failure. I have lost my job, and I think that
Notice,
is
and notice how your energy goes down and down and down and down. And then you try harder, harder, and then you make mistakes, and then
yes.
the cycle.
Yes, actually, I was high performer, high achiever, and because of this stress and panic attacks, I have become an average performer who always tries to be in a comfort zone, who will always go to boss and ask for some simple work. whereas I have done a lot of complicated assignments in past, but yeah, no one had pushed me so much. Yes.
So now you know the cause of a panic attack. It's what
Yes.
you're thinking and believing.
Yes.
Now, I can't stop my thoughts.
Hmm.
My ego's going to run, but this work is about noticing the difference between reality and fiction.
Hmm.
Oh, my boss is stressing me out. Another turnaround.
I am stressing myself out.
Yeah. Attachment to those images in your head
Hmm.
and what he's saying. The ego's job is to own you, and your boss's job is to expect is whatever he's saying to you on the phone.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's his job to line out employees. Okay, Anita,
Hmm.
let's look at two.
Yes. So I would like to give some background for number two. Uh, Actually, my mom passed away in August. Like she went to a trip to Nepal where along my relatives she was traveling and their bus fell into a deep valley. In that accident, she passed away. So uh, after that, I am I have started having thoughts like I would be alone in my life because I am struggling with anxiety and panic disorder since last 10 years. And I have my dad and my grandma, but I feel that after them there is no one for me. So the second stressful thought is like living with anxiety and panic disorder alone for whole of my life.
Yeah. Do you remember a time when you were in the bedroom and your mother was in the kitchen?
Yes,
You remember that?
yes,
Probably many times.
many times.
Yeah. For all you know, she's not in the kitchen. That's imagination.
Hmm.
So you're so
Okay.
secure. Your mother's in the kitchen, mom's in the kitchen. You feel so secure. No, she's not. She stepped out. She went out to pick up the paper or something.
Mm-hmm. But I don't
But
know
you
that.
feel so loved and so secure. Okay, so
Hmm.
so
Yes.
think of your mother now in the kitchen.
Yes.
No difference other than the way your ego is pointing you to.
Hmm.
So you've lost your mother. Is it true?
Yes, she
Okay, so let's
died.
look at it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl, you're in your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother's in the kitchen. You miss your mother. Is it true?
No,
No,
no, because
she's
she is
living.
in kitchen.
That's what's meant by she lives in you. And to understand that, to
Mm-hmm.
really understand that,
Mm-hmm.
this truth is to never be lonely again. If everyone in the
Okay.
world dies and you're the only human being living, we live
Mm-hmm.
in you. But your egos, you think of your mother in that PTSD thing, your what was it you called it? Your stress,
Panic
yeah,
disorder.
your panic disorder. We just hacked your panic disorder. And if you work with your ego, no one can ever leave you again. My children can't leave me. My granddogs can't leave me. My husband can't leave me. They live in me. You know, Stephen's in the kitchen right now. I can see he's on his computer. That's a good one.
Yes, we can imagine in that way.
You know, we are imagined. It's not that we can imagine, we are imagined.
Okay.
It's like we're being identitied. There's our own. I saw me saying goodbye to my children and my granddogs, and this morning, I see that in my mind's eye.
Hmm.
That'll do. I see
Yes.
them driving away in my mind's eye. Oh my gosh, I haven't been feeling well lately, and oh my God, they don't come see me enough, and dun, 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 or they come see me too much, whatever it is. Do I see them, or am I like you on the computer? Past, future, past, future.
Um, you are also imagining past, future. Uh,
It's impossible to be here now for the ego because it doesn't exist. Why can't the ego be in the present? Because in this moment now, the present is past.
hmm. Yes. Yes.
So, honey, not only is your mother imagined, so are you. You imagined you in the past and the future as your boss was talking to you online.
Yes. I imagine myself.
And notice, when those panic attacks start, it's unfinished business. It belongs on paper. It belongs on a judge and neighbor worksheet to wake you up to. You have the gift of your mother anytime you think of her, just like that little girl in her bedroom thinking her mother was in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, mothers don't leave us. Those of you that don't want your mothers around, those are worksheets too, because they're gonna be around in your head. Okay, honey, you lost your mother in a bus crash. Holy
Yes.
moly. Notice how you react when you believe the thought. You weren't even there, but you see the bus and you see horrific, you maybe see her suffering.
Yes. Yes. I see her suffering in pain
Yeah.
because when her body was bought, it was not identifiable. That much wounds were there.
You know where my mind goes with that is that must have been some impact she didn't have time to even fear.
Hmm.
Chances are. But you have her in a torture chamber. That's on you, not her.
Hmm.
That's a panic attack. And the ego really says that could happen to me too.
Actually, in COVID lockdown, I was alone, stuck alone in my apartment because I was out of town for my job. So I used to have panic attacks because of being alone. That's how it seemed to me that I am insecure if I am alone. And then my mom came from my hometown to my work down, and then panic attacks stopped. So I feel that if she is not there, or my after my dad, I would be like feeling insecure and lonely and having panic attacks whole of my life.
Well, now we know the cause of panic attacks.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, one little fear and terror, get a future. One little shame and guilt, get a past. Boom, boom, ego just attempting to live as I am.
like fear, uh, fear of anxiety, anxiety of anxiety itself.
Your movies are so real that when you look at how you react when you believe those thoughts, those images in your head, you may think that the feelings come first, but it
Yes,
doesn't. No, it doesn't work that way. No. If you see a picture and you don't have a name for it, you can't fear it. If you can't define it, you can't fear it. The ego's always defining images. So this work, I can see a picture, but I don't know what people are thinking and believing, no matter what the look on their face. What am I thinking and believing? And if I have a
mm,
panic attack, it's like, oh, good one. That belongs on paper. Because you are the greatest healer when it comes to healing yourself.
mm,
You're the one. No one can give you that, but we can support you and care about you and give you everything we've got. But ultimately, you're the one.
yes, yes,
And if you are with a therapist and they say something and it's helpful, the way you have understood it is the
mm,
cause of your understanding.
yes,
Someone else could hear the very same words and it wouldn't help them at all because
mm,
they're thinking and believing about that same.
yes, inside, yes.
So,
I
honey,
felt quiet for few moments when I was contemplating on the boss thing. Like I am the one who was with one who is witnessing the images, and I am sitting in chair and not there in the images. So
yeah,
that time I felt quiet for a few moments.
yeah, 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 you're giving you what your mother would give you.
Thanks, thank you. I've never like not felt so quiet in for so long.
Mhm. These worksheets, these worksheets, how you maybe shower every day or brush your teeth every day. The greatest, the ultimate hygiene is do a worksheet every day.
Yes,
Okay, sweetie. So I'm going to leave you to do the
yes,
rest of your
thank,
worksheet because
yes,
you've got this.
yes, yes.
Thank you, precious. Thank you, precious.
Thank you
Thank,
so much.
thank you for stillness. Carla. Yes.
Oh,
Hi, Carla.
hi, it's very nice to meet you.
Thank you. And
I'm
you.
listening to your audiobook, and it's nice to hear your
Oh,
voice here too. I joined because I'm very stuck on a feeling that it goes way back, and it comes back whenever I feel financially unstable. So recently I lost my job, and it's like I feel so depressed for not having a job. And then I find myself feeling abandoned, and um, like I had a fight with my husband because I told him, like, listen, for once, I just want to be held, because I've worked all my life since I graduated college, and he was unable to tell me, yes, I'm gonna support you, because I don't think he can, right? We need both incomes. So, and I wanted to hear that, and he couldn't give me that. And then I just started getting depressed from that moment.
Yeah.
And it goes back to like some traumas I had as a kid.
Yeah.
And I just feel very stuck. And even with therapy and everything, it's hard for me to get out of that abandonment feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. And we marry people. Most of us don't marry someone and says, "Oh, good, I'm going to be here to support him financially.
Right.
And anytime he's in trouble, I'm going to take care of it." And oh, good, he's not going to support me. He's not going to return that. He's not going to support me. He's not going to be there. I mean, we think love is, I've got your back.
Right.
But, it turns out it's true. You've got his back. It's
Mm-hmm.
just he's not there. And you would continue to if you had a job,
Right.
support. And
Right.
he counts on that. You're his security. And this isn't right or wrong or any flaw of his. It's it's just that he sees how competent you are. And he's probably not worried because he knows you well enough to know you're going to take care of this.
Right.
But
And it's
you're,
not like he doesn't work, but it's like it's 50-50, let's say, or depending on the situation.
uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, would you say that again? I don't think I got it.
So it's the problem that it's we both work. It's not like he doesn't work, but I mean, in the past, I am he goes up and down, and I am the stable one.
Uh-huh.
So I am like the anchor, let's say, and
Mhm.
and he's been able to create his own businesses. He used to be a musician. He didn't make a lot of money back then, and when we had our first child, we were both out of work. So I'm very traumatized about that because it was 2008 when the crisis started. We both lost our jobs, and I had my baby, and I was very young. I was 25. So it's like that's how our marriage started.
Yeah, but
And and then it's been like up and down.
look how well you did. Look how well you did. You didn't have a job. He didn't have a job. You had a new baby. Look how well you did. You're looking at the worst that could happen. There it is.
Right.
Look
My
how well
mind
you
is going
did.
there a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you lost your job. Is it true?
Yes, I was laid off in December
Okay.
for a company restructuring.
So you
And I used to
lost.
love my job.
So you lost your job. Notice how you react when you believe the thought, "I lost my job." Look at those images in your head of past and future. What do you see?
I just see myself trying to survive. It's like getting my head out of water, and I do see um, my teenage years when my parents divorced, and my mom was blaming my dad for not having money, and I was in the middle of them trying to ask for money to my dad, and my dad was depressed, and it
Yeah.
was really, really difficult for me. So I have like that feeling of like asking for money, and money is not given to me.
So past, future, you look at the past and you look at the future and you want your money to your husband to support you, and you see that's not going to happen necessarily. And then you see images of what you just described of your mother and father, and that's terror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would you be without the thought, "I lost my job,"
Uh,
in that situation when you're asking your husband for support?
I would just be very secure in myself, knowing things are going to be okay because I'm very capable.
Okay, so now, rather than just saying the truth, get still. You're asking for his support. You're in that situation.
Right.
Now, who are you without those images of past and future? Past, where your father and mother are doing that thing, and the future that you fear with your husband. Just be there with your husband, hear his words when you ask for support. No past, no future. Get present in that then.
He's trying. All I hear, and he told me that is he's trying, and
So be there.
he does love me.
Be the one your mother could not be. Be there with him. We all hear your words. We get it, but relax into that. Look into his eyes. Hear his words. You may hear and see more than you may have missed something. Like his regret, his shame, his fear, be there. Only you can answer this. Only you can be real with it.
I see it. He's very insecure. He's insecure of being capable because he didn't graduate college, and he always thinks that he hunts, like he feels less than other people, even though he has a company that's doing well. But he's very insecure, and he's just a very insecure person. He doesn't think he's enough.
That's not news to you. That's one of the things you found endearing about him.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was different because I want security.
Good. I lost my job. Turn it around. I didn't lose my job. So just kind of how might that be true? I lost the job I had. Yes. I lost my job. Could I be missing something? I lost my job. Okay, it's true. I lost that job I had. I lost my job. Turned around. I didn't lose my job.
I didn't lose my capability of making income.
No, just stay with. I didn't lose my job. Rather than jump to the logical. I didn't lose my job. Okay, in that situation where you ask him for money, to support you, for support, he gave you a job to understand, to get as real as we all witnessed you. Together, we all witnessed you present when you asked him if he could support you, and you just anchored in that. He would if he could.
He would if he could, yeah.
And you've always led him to believe you've got his back. You've got this.
Right.
So look at him. Here you are without a job, and he's everything you just described, going through that.
Right.
Okay. He lost his job. Turn around. I lost my job. I didn't lose my job. I found my job is a good turnaround.
Okay. I found my job. So it would be, I found my job to, I don't know. It's like an opportunity
I have
see
one.
him.
I have one. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
I found
really
my
stuck.
job. My job is to support him emotionally.
Yes.
And to show him and me that I have everything I need, that we can get through this.
Okay.
Your parents always did. They go
Mm-hmm.
through it.
Yeah.
When you had your baby, the two of you did. I mean, those
True.
are realities.
True.
I lost my job. I found my job.
I found
Okay.
my job
Are there
to
dishes
support.
and is there a dish that isn't clean in your sink? Or a tea or coffee cup just sitting in the kitchen right now? That's your job. I found my job.
Yeah. Right. To
Is all
support
the
him.
laundry done? No, I'm too depressed. No, you've got a job. We don't always get to pick our job. And those are jobs you don't have to do.
Right.
But you've got a job nonetheless. You don't have to like it. There are the dishes in the sink. There's the cup on
Right.
the counter. There's the laundry. I never thought my
Which,
life would
yeah.
come to the mundane. No, it's a big deal. This is a
Right.
big deal
Right.
because
Yeah.
these little things, seemingly little things, we take to the job that gives us our paycheck as
Right.
we take shortcuts.
Right. I've never liked the housework, and yes, it's like, but now that is my job.
Yeah, yeah. I can't say I lost my job when there are drops of something on the floor. I
Right.
can't say. How do I know it's my job? No one's telling me that. It's just that your husband is off doing his thing, so
Mm-hmm.
potentially to support you,
Mm-hmm.
both you.
He's
And
trying. Yeah.
yeah, and how do I know it's my job to do the floor, to do the laundry, these mundane things? No, no,
Yeah.
no, my job. That's his job. This is my job. You may come to love it. I did.
Mm.
And and that was the last thing that I was going to do as the breadwinner.
Right. Right.
And then I found out there's room for all of it.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Yes, it is hard for me to take out that identity of, like, an executive in a corporation that's, you know,
Yeah,
very supporting of her family. Yeah.
yeah. And so be that executive. It just doesn't look like the glory job you wanted it to be.
Uh-huh.
It looks like fulfillment instead,
Right.
self-fulfilled.
Fulfillment with what is. And
And if someone thanks you, if you're really doing it for you, someone says, he comes home and he says, "Oh my God, this is so great," and your attitude is so one, you know, on, you can take all that in, but you can hold a secret too. You're not doing it for him. It's just that he's going to benefit.
right.
You're
Right.
doing your job. You're the executive. Anytime your mind goes, you're firing yourself. And it feels like depression. And it feels like unfairness.
Right.
And then it feels like, for some of us, compulsive overeating or alcoholism or drug addiction or anger or
Yeah.
etc.
I just become a little lazy, you know, and maybe I'm upset at myself for that because that's not who I like to be.
Yeah. Look at my home and and I appreciate it, but I can't say that I did it, even though anyone watching me would just naturally say I did. I'm just chop wood, carry water, chop wood, carry water, or
Right.
just hope when he comes home he'll do it. No, chop wood, carry water. This is for me. This is
Right.
for me. I've got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to just stop feeling like abandoned by my job, by my
So
parents,
who's
by my husband.
abandoning you? Who's
I'm
abandoning?
abandoning myself.
Yeah, in that situation with your husband when he says, I can't. You just dumped him, you dumped you, became hopeless, and now you don't have to do anything but just be depressed. Just, oh, I'm so depressed. I just can't do anything. And it's valid until we learn there's another way. And for me, it was self-inquiry and living my turnarounds to the best of my ability. because I was so, oh boy, I was in terrible condition, and I've got a job, and right now it's to be here with you, and I love my job. Let's look at the next one.
Mhm.
And when I sit with me, I love my job. Do my own worksheet. I love my job. It's I'm self-employed. No one can give
Mhm.
this to me. We can all sit together and really become aware of so much. You want more? You want more? These worksheets are always free on thework.com. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to
Mhm.
leave your name. I mean, they're there if your mind is open to it.
Mhm.
Let's look at the next one, honey. Oh, you don't have a worksheet. Okay, so honey, a whole worksheet on I lost my job.
Okay.
Or he can't be here or he's not here for me. Yeah. Or he
Okay.
doesn't have my back, whatever way you see it for number
Right.
one. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, sweetie pie.
Okay. Thank you
It's
so much.
so sweet to sit with you.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Emmeline, honey, you have a question?
Yes, I do. Hello. Lovely to meet you.
Hi.
I'm curious about something that I've been trying to tackle almost like under different angles for a while. And I'd love some sort of spiritual blueprint of sorts to understand it in a different way. Um, I've always questioned the relationship between free will and divine order. Not necessarily out of,
Oh, well, that's what we've been doing today.
yeah,
There's divine
absolutely.
order, and then there's what we're thinking and believing about divine order that would lead us to think this
Yeah.
world sucks.
Exactly. And I think for a long time I've sort of seen them as, the two scales at the opposite of the spectrum when actually they're probably the same thing. And so that's why I'm curious about it. And
Well,
funnily enough, the
they're
more I
really opposite. There's reality, and then you judge it as not that. Like there's something beautiful here, and you see it as terrible. Everyone has their own. But then you question that, the four questions, then turn it around and open your mind to it. And then you have the answer to an example of the answer to the question you came into our time with. How to understand, what is free will and what is divine order. So notice where your hands are right now,
Mhm.
and notice where your feet are right now, all of you. And did you think, I think I'll put my hand, like my hand is holding, it's on my face, kind of holding my face up or something. And I didn't think, oh, I think I'll put my hand here. I think I'll put my finger there, and I'll think all this. And notice where your feet are. Did you plan to have them in that position? No, that's natural order. Natural order. You're not the doer. Something's going on. And if I don't see it as beautiful, do I have four questions for me?
Hmm.
So in that divine order and free will fall into the same existence without separation. And only your understanding can open that reality to you,
Hmm.
that obvious reality that the ego would separate.
Yeah, that's it. So it's in the absolute stillness of the present moment and the awareness of it that the two stop being concepts and foreign to each other, but come together as one.
Yeah, someone chops down a forest, which on some of us might say, what that's insane, that's crazy.
Mm.
Okay, so the chopping, I hear the chopping, they've chopped all the trees down, and and I have enough work into me without being airy-fairy or just going, oh, yeah. That is divine order.
Mm.
It's all kinds of free will. The ego will do several things with it. But I go to, if I'm looking at the world, like in the world, there's nothing out of order other than what I'm thinking and believing about divine will.
Well, that was sort of my question, because I think it's hard to, some things are obviously beyond words, and it's hard to phrase it in a way that is authentic and pure. But it does it make sense if I say that the more committed to being and consciousness and presence I feel like I am, the less free will there is, really. There is just the one way. And our relationship with the one way in the present moment, and our relationship with the surrendering to it, and the acceptance in the now of this one divine, mysterious, transcendent, beautiful, perfect, pure order. And so I guess it's not really a question, but, and maybe it's too philosophical, I don't know, but it makes me sometimes, not often, most of the time, I'm in this blissful, perfect osmosis with what is, and in complete acceptance. And sometimes, as lessons, the universe throws me curveballs, and I have to deal with them and react and see what happens and understand the lesson behind them. Mm-hmm. And a very silly example, but and it really is silly in the grand scheme of things. But I applied to a few. I study creative writing. I applied to a few master programs, and for some pretty valid reasons, I came to believe that I've not been invited to interviews. It's just not going to happen. And obviously, the ego chimes in. I'm not good enough. La 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 la. But you quiet the bells quite quickly, and I came to not only surrender to and accept what this unknown was going to look like. I sort of became enthralled by it and was looking forward to not knowing what was next, and actually committing even more to my spiritual internal landscape. And today I got invited to interview for like the most ridiculous, the most prestigious thing that I applied to, as in like, haha, funny, but never thought about it. And I got the email, and you go past the moment of almost like adrenaline of, oh, this is okay. There's an internal shift, like jigsawing inside me. And then I got to a point of, I'm not sure I even want it, because actually how can I know if something is really existing outside of the conditioning of ego motivation, and it's pure, and it's just like consciousness manifesting into the doing, or I wanted it for reasons that I've now understood and therefore sort of alchemized into something else. And so I just faced myself with, okay, so free will, divine order, is this a sign? Should I welcome it? Should I say yes? And so sometimes I struggle placing myself on the chessboard of life as an independent.
Here's what I'm hearing is you got what you were invited by the interviewer, and in that you got what you were looking for, and it wasn't the interview. I mean, what you described to us, you had this awareness, and now you're not sure you want to take the interview. But what I'm hearing is your value at least doubled up, and that is a reason to take the interview.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Well, you came to me and asked me the question.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And the interviewer is coming to you to ask you questions. So you received a gift, and it wasn't the invitation. It was that self-realize that what you described, that gift, and to open yourself up to an interview like that with your beautiful mind, honey. You're it's so open. This is not about what, and I didn't hear this from you, but it's not about what the world will think or whether about you or value what you say or not. You do.
Mm.
And in the witness of another person, like the interviewer, a lot shows up that you're looking for. A lot of answers show up. And it's, I used to say, my name is yes.
Yeah.
And it's a yes, and I don't think myself out of it, or because how much would I get done? How much of any gift I have, what am I going to do? Just hoard it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Show me and I'll follow. So I'll
Mhm.
follow. Okay.
Yeah, and if no one shows up on this call, it's done. But until then, it looks like even though payroll can be really tough, and there are three of us, it can still be really tough. But here we are, and I don't know how that happens. All I know is here we are. I'm very grateful, as our staff is. Yeah, my name is Yes, and the computer's still running. The electricity's still humming. Good if it does, good if it doesn't, and I prefer it doesn't, but I don't know what's good for me.
Mm.
But I'm a yes.
Mm.
Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you for you in the world and all of you. Oh my gosh. Shannon, you have a question?
Yes. Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Shannon.
Katie.
Hi.
Hi. This has been so beautiful today and listening to all of this, listening to what people are going through and the way you help us all. Everybody's our teacher, and it's just so
Yeah.
beautiful and it's such an honor to be here today. My question for you, Katie, is I know I've heard you say a couple calls or many times, that you don't believe in prayer. If you did believe in a prayer, it'd be to abstain, like to free ourselves from love, approval, and appreciation.
And
But when
that
it comes,
last part is, and I pray.
and I pray, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. But in
I
general
don't,
prayers,
it's like all
okay.
my prayers are answered, but why would that stop me? It's the same. The same. Just to notice that every prayer is already answered is watching the answer to the prayer. And
Mm,
and oh my gosh, you know, what could I pray for that I don't already have? If happiness is my goal, and to understand that is to be happy. I lose everything. Am I happy? When I have everything, am I happy? One could be more painful than the other one, the least obvious one. To have everything could be more painful for a human being than to have nothing. It's an ego's world. The ego is the ultimate teacher. This is Earth School. We understand the ego, through self-inquiry. We understand the ego, then it's over. We're just left in on what I refer to as heaven. All prayers answered.
I
Without,
mean, go ahead.
but it takes a very open mind to see that, and self-inquiry gives us that gift.
I find myself praying for others. And is that my ego praying for them? Like this morning, one
Who
of my
cares? Who cares? Don't you want to hear the kindness in you? Oh, I wish happiness for you all the days and moments of your life. Is that prayer for you or me? That's my kindness. I listen to my prayers. I listened and I love me for it. I'm not asking for anything. It's kind of an expression of what I already have. I mean, what could you pray for that
But
you don't already have?
one of our employees, her mom is in the ICU right now. And this morning I prayed for peace and healing and for her mom to feel strength in the moment. But my voice to my our employee about her mom, what relevance does that have other than, like you said, just bringing
Well,
love?
look for the relevance within you. That's very sweet and kind, and in duality, there's an opposite. You may be wishing someone back to health that doesn't want to be here, and
Wow.
and wishing them back into, or praying them back into a world of suffering that they may not want to come back from, especially if they're aware of course, it could only be that way. But listen to your kindness, and for some of us, naivete. But for you, kindness, that's in you. That's in you, and that blesses all of us.
Thank you.
Oh, honey, and also think of any thought you have as a prayer. And those all involuntary things, like that one, that was selfless. I'm imagining. Listen to you, look at you. Oh my, if she dies and no one recognizes it, that's good in you, good on you. I wish I could say more to it, but when I fall down, I look at the ground, and how do I know? I think I have this in one of my books, but how do I, and because I've lived it out, how do I know it's time to kiss the ground? I just kissed it. It's There's no one and nothing that isn't, as for lack of another word, divine. We're just kind of asleep to it sometimes, and it's not personal. This divineness, it's not personal. It just is. So we're waking up to that. So you go on with your prayers, and I love mine. I had one today. What was it? It was this morning. Oh, all those people that were laid off and lost their jobs, and they've worked so hard and so many years, and it's just all gone, all gone, all gone. It's like the prayer was this experience in me that on they, I'll just let you all look at opposites for that rather than share my own, because mine are so radical and and so look to your own me. Having said that, what are the advantages if you all fire me? What are the advantages to me in my life? And 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 then wouldn't you want, when everything is an advantage, no disadvantage, then we can all, any loss is a gain if
Mm.
you're not in the world of duality. And if you're believing your thoughts, that's where you appear to be. But it is just an appearance. There's nothing that isn't beautiful. And here in Earth School, we're here to suffer until we understand that, it seems. But what I love about suffering is, in this moment, it's like, oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, that's over. It's this self-inquiry lived. How much of that is, it's like, oh, and go, oh. Okay, what percentage of that was I playing someone with it? Me being the someone. Was that 80%, 70%, 99%, or what? This I am. So, yeah. Okay, sweetheart.
Thank you, Katie.
Pray on, and thank you for that. Okay, everyone, honey, all of you dears, thank you for thank you for your work in the world and for our time together. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.